So, it's been a long time since I put a video on, I know. Just not been having anything to do, and then money's been tight after Christmas, and then coronavirus. So, but now I have some work that I can do. So if you're anyone that's paying that much attention, behind me is the Subaru that you know. And I am in another. So, this arrived today. I had it dropped off. I've been trying to start it for like last 20, longer than that, probably about half an hour, 40 minutes. Jumper pack, nothing. Jump start off the car, nothing. Found 40 amp fuse, is it 40? 80, it might have been. So the main fuse was blown. Swapped that out. Lights came on on the interior, still nothing. Started messing around, and there was a few relays which I didn't think anything of because it just had fan that were missing, and I thought, you know what, I'll just try it. Put it in, started cranking, but it's completely out of fuel as far as I can tell. Not going to go too far into it tonight because it is getting on. I think it's about 8, half 8 or something like that. So I'll do a little walk around, show you what I've got, and then I can tell you what the plan is. Let's go. So this is what I'm going to be using. It is another 2002 Bug-Eye. Don't mind the edge. Go. Half decent condition, bit rusty. It's someone's project, got it nice and cheap. Non-turbo, no fun stuff down here, but don't need it because not going to need the engine. So coming back, no, it's not carbon, it's just heavy as anything. It's just a VAP, as is the rest of the car. It's originally silver, not great. So yeah, you can see original silver wrap. It's quite a nice wrap. I actually really like the colour. We've got some alloys. Not too sure about these. Might clean them up or and do something with them. On the interior, just quite boring really. Excuse all that I've taken out. Trying to find why it wasn't starting. Seeing if there were any wires that would help me. Quite a plain interior, nothing much. Bit of a rip on the seat there. That's about it. In the back, just the same, not much going on. Here, I think this is an actual carbon fiber spoiler. Doesn't sound, it might be wrapped, but if it is, it's very, very good wrap. In fact, yeah, it's a wrap. There's a join just there where someone's done it. These lights, I really do like them. Look a bit better than them, I think, so I'll try them. That's about it. Exhaust. And someone's cut the back box off, which isn't much help to me really. Just a quick little walk round. As you can see there, it's bubbling, so it's not in the best shape, but it'll do. So I like this colour so much, I'm going to possibly keep that colour. Oh well, keep it. I'll get it put onto the other one. So the plan is just with this. Go back in so I can sit down. Because I'm missing so many parts to the other shell, so the STI shell. Missing parts of the wiring that I'm not sure what goes where. And just quite a lot of it really. That's not great. I just keep seeing little bits that aren't great, like you can see there, that's supposed to be a little speaker, and that's just gone. Pretty mucky, it's not nicest, but it'll do the job. So, done the car, that's essentially what I'm planning here. Take off everything I need, anything I don't need, sell. So if anyone needs any parts at all for an Impreza, let me know. It's all going to be as cheap, sorry, getting up a bit shit, but get something nice and shiny. But yeah, if anyone needs any parts, it's all going to be cheap, almost too cheap, just because the price I paid for the car, it'll just get a bit of money back, and most of the stuff, like so the engine for instance, this is one of the reasons why it's so cheap. Apparently they think the head gasket's gone, which is a Subaru. It happens, especially with these. Yeah, from what I've heard. So I'm going to sell that, maybe if I can be asked at taking it out. Might be not just put it up 50 quid, someone to come pick it up. It's 50 quid in my pocket. They've got a cheap engine they can rebuild themselves, so they know that it's working proper. Gearbox, drive shafts, hubs, anything. I think I'm going to keep some of the panels, not the bonnet because of how heavy it is. It's no use. It's got some vents on, but it's not done proper. So probably wings, maybe other little bits as spares. So if it's got the alloy control arms, which I don't think it will, just being a GX, I'll take them off and keep them as spares. But yeah, it's got a long way to go. Strip the dash out, take off all the body loom. Reason to say take off all the body loom, when I got that original shell, it just had the rear part and it was missing the bit for the rear lights, which I got from another Impreza. Soldered it all up, and I thought, yeah, sweet. Went for a new loom, picked it up. It was a full loom. The guy knew it was for a saloon, and it turned out he gave me the stuff for a wagon or estate, which doesn't match up. So I tried the original loom out of that with the front loom of the wagon. The plugs don't match. Yeah, I could find out what plug goes to what wire to use to what. So like, so I can wire up the brake lights, the reversing lights, fuel pump, all that stuff. But I just can't be asked. I've got enough that I'm going to be having to deal with. I've got to build an engine. I've got to put the engine in. I've got to put a new transmission on. I've got to possibly clearance the transmission. Then I've got to make transmission mounts, drive shafts, do the wiring. There's going to be a lot for me to do, and if I can save, well, spend a lot of money to save a lot of hassle, because I tried to find all the documents that have the pinouts for the plugs, and nothing simple. I've got to go one by one on the wires, which it's just going to do me head in. So yeah, a lot of work to come. I've ordered a couple parts, nothing major, just like some assembler paste, a gear for the crankshaft, which I broke taking the old one off, just because I was trying to use brute force and not using a puller. So I didn't have one. I thought, you know what, it'll be fine, just pull it off. Got a big pry bar and just snapped a couple teeth. So that's not ideal. So yeah, I've got a big list of things that I need to do, and with this coronavirus, up until now, I was thinking, yeah, I've got loads of time, just because no one's working, and I've been out of work for about 3 weeks now, and as of today, I've got some work, so it's a bit annoying the way it's gone round. I've had no money and no parts. Now I'm going to be having money. I've got parts but no time. So a bit annoying, but essentially it is what it is. And oh, it's got a short shifter, I think. I mean, yeah, short shifter, gotta be. Put clutch in. Yeah, it's gotta be. So that's something I can sell. So I'm not using the original gearbox. That's fine. Yeah, things I'm going to be taking out of this: the full wiring loom, rear diff caviar. My mind's gone blank because there's that much stuff I can't even remember it. Like it's a full A4 sheet, so over the last few days I've been adding on things. So like, my plan is to take this dash out because it's got all the vents and stuff in it, and covers, which it don't have on the other one, and it looks a bit trash. So I'm going to take these out. I'm planning to flock it, so it's like a rally style dash, and I've seen a few that I've done that, and it looks so clean. It's going to look real well. And then just start hoping it goes smoothly. Because I need it to go smooth. Because I'll have, with all this coronavirus stuff, I'm going to have about 3 hours after work. So I'm going to get back about 6, maybe 3 hours. Got to have something to eat and then think about getting in bed, getting some sleep for the next day at work. And then weekends. And a bit of downtime just to chill out. So the amount of stuff I'm going to be getting off here, I think next week and a half, is going to be ordering parts, waiting for them to arrive for the engine. That's a big thing I need to do because I've noticed recently there's rust in the cylinder bores on the sidewalls, which I've cleaned up with a bit of WD-40 and put some grease sort of stuff on to hopefully stop it. So I'm going to have to hone it, take off as little as I can, but get rid of the rust and any build up that's on there, and just get it built so that stops. Because if it gets much worse, I may need a new block, and that's going to be plan B. Because I'm going to have to find a block that's cheap enough where I'm not going to be spending loads of money. If it goes like that, I may as well just buy for what it's going to cost, a scrap GS300 and take a fresh engine out, and then sell it for the parts. But that's not going to be too easy because I can fit 2 cars on the drive. I've got this Subaru, the other Subaru, and Peugeot is sadly just sat over on the road. It's been downgraded. So camera's going to stop recording in a sec, so I'll just carry on now. Yeah, so my camera only records a certain amount of time and then cut off, so pretty annoying really, just because I've got to stop it, start recording, stop it, start recording. Lots of air fresheners. I think this car probably smelled pretty bad, or someone thought they were cool having lots of air fresheners. They saw something in Japan about air fresheners and they're like, oh, JDM. Yeah, I'm going to try and record what I can. See if I can buy a camera so I can actually properly record rather than off my phone. Do some time lapses, build progress, show you building certain parts, maybe stripping some stuff out depending on how it's going. So it just means I've got to set up a camera, start recording stuff, whereas if I don't, and I'm just taking the dash out and loom, I could smash it out a lot quicker, especially with time constraints over the weekend or over the week. Might just do one for Saturday, Sunday, then nothing through the week, and then once for Saturday, Sunday, and hopefully start uploading maybe once every 2 weeks, maybe. That was my original plan when I started this. So if I can do that while the build is going on, that's going to be good. And I've been looking at some shows, so I want to get to shows as soon as it's built. I'd like to get it done by June, because there's a show on the 6th. I think it's Jap show, possibly, I can't remember off the top of my head. but I'd like to get to that, which I don't think is realistic, but I'm gonna do what I can to. Just with drive shafts, with the diff I've got, it's gonna be awkward to get a drive shaft to bolt up. I'm gonna have to buy them, and I think I might be looking at a few £100 each. But my plan for now is I've got the diff, like little stub axle that sticks out, cut off the bolts, so it's a flat surface, then get a drive shaft, that's the word, that'll fit the rear hubs of that Subaru. I can't use this one because they've got different sized hubs. So this has smaller hubs with less splines than that one, because it's in an STI hub. So find an STI drive shaft, which I was expecting to have some in now, but the guy on eBay has not replied to me. It's all been paid for, no replies, no updates, not been dispatched. They were due to arrive between yesterday and tomorrow, and I just sent him a message like 2 days ago, just that, how long are they going to be? Just checking up, because I've not had any update. So if they don't have anything tomorrow, I'm going to have to put a claim in on eBay and buy some more. So that's going to add more time. But essentially, the hub side, I'm going to make that flat, weld it up to the stub axle, and then that should work. I might have to trim down the actual shaft part, but I'll cut it down, weld it together, sleeve it, and then that should be strong enough for what I'm doing. And then I can get it on the road and go to meets. For the prop shaft, because it's in a IS200 gearbox, that's one thing I've not actually said. I've changed my mind from a BMW gearbox to an IS200. They're not as strong. People are going to moan, like, oh, it's not strong enough, why are you doing it? Because they're actually a lot easier to find, a lot cheaper, so you can get them £50 to 100 quite easy. Some people have had over 400 wheel horsepower on them. Seems a bit of a potluck, but I'm going to get the adapter from Crest Motorsport, which I think it's £450 just for the adapter, then gearbox on top, 550 or thereabouts, and just a W58 clutch, which, is it 58? Yeah, which it all just bolts up. So I've not got to spend £1,000 on a flywheel clutch assembly to fit, then £300 on an adapter, then £300 on a gearbox. Well, gearbox is looking about £400 now. And you can't, the people are upgrading the gears. So Crest Motorsport are sourcing a upgraded gear set, which will be capable of holding about 700 wheel horsepower, as far as I know. I had a chat with them a week or two ago, or more than that, it might be about a month ago, just asking about it, and it seems like the best way to go, just because it's so cheap. If I'm blowing up, put another one in, simple as that. I'm not too worried about that. It's only pushing 225 horsepower NA, which is going to be for a little while. So if I start having issues, I'll get the upgraded gear set. It's not too cheap, but it's the best option from what I can tell. So prop shaft from that to the diff, I'm going to have to use a R200 front at least to just slide in or bolt up, whichever one it is, and then make something for the rear. So I've got a Subaru drive shaft, which I've got one from this, got one off my mate, which I don't need, so you can have that back, and then I'll have the rear portion of the IS200, so I'll hopefully make something of that. This video has been quite long, from what I can tell, so it might be about 20 minutes. So I'll cut it there, and then over the next few weeks I'll be uploading more, and hopefully you'll see a lot of progress. And keep watching if you want to see something literally budget build on the drive. I had to say that. And it's going to be something interesting. There's not many Subarus with a 2J, NA or turbo. As far as I know, I thought there was about 5 or 6. I've seen another one in the last couple of weeks on Facebook. So that's in the world. As far as I know, in the UK, 2 have been built. I'd like to be the 3rd. And not having a shop doing it. That's a big thing for me, doing it myself. Just, you've got more pride in it. I prefer to have something that I've done myself and I can hold my hand up. Yeah, I did it. It just feels better to do it that way. So, as I've been recording for so long, I will end it here, and hopefully you'll see some more videos coming soon. So, peace out, and I will catch you in the next video.